Hello, I'm going to do the Virgo energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, we're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with, what you may need to look at, and possible future energies. Virgo, what's going on with Virgo? Struggling with the sun. And Six of Cups. What does Virgo need to look at? What does Virgo need to look at? Possible future energies for Virgo. Oh, there we go. Aquarius. Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups, a relationship. I feel like it's mending a relationship, repairing a relationship, making a relationship stronger. I feel that you've lost the happiness in a long-term relationship. That it could be a childhood, it could be a friendship, it could be your relationship that you have with work, it could be a partnership, a family member. I feel that you're struggling to find the happiness in a relationship that you've had for a long time. Something that you have had a relationship with for a long time, that you're struggling with the happiness of it. You're struggling with the positivity of it. You're struggling with finding the good or feeling that excitement in this relationship. What you need to look at is we have the Justice card, which is Libra, and then the Five of Cups. That maybe you're focusing on the negativity. What are you focusing on in the relationship, right? Are you focusing on these three spilled cups, or are you focusing on the two cups behind you? Are you missing something? You're not seeing something? Did something happen and then it was this chain of events that you've almost trained yourself to always look at the three spilled cups within this relationship, and that's why you can't see the Sun card here, which I feel also represents these two cups that are over here, that you're not seeing the positive within this relationship. Future energies, we have the Star and we have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you get yourself back on track. Like the hope is restored, the direction is restored, the happiness is restored, that things get back on track. I feel that you want to have things back on track. You want to see, okay, why am I focusing on the three spilled cups? Why am I not feeling happiness or positivity within this relationship? All right, so what else is going on here with Virgo? Looking towards the future is that maybe you're questioning, do you even want to be in this relationship coming towards the future? And trying to make that decision. If it is what you want to do, then how do you make it successful, right? How do you rise above the situation? How do you get this relationship back on track? And what are those things that you need to see? What are those things that you need to look at? Sometimes we're always so busy trying to put that off onto the other person that we're not really seeing what are those energies that you're putting out, and are those energies that you're putting out, is the other person reacting to your negativity, right? If you're saying, well, the other person is always arguing or fighting with me, but what is that energy that you are putting out? Are you putting out understanding? Are you putting out listening? Are you listening to that other person? Are you trying to work on things? Or are you feeling frustrated and you're putting out negativity and you're putting out frustrations and that person is reacting back to you? We have the Two of Pentacles. And then we have the Hangman. Seeing things from a different perspective is incredibly important here. Again, we have the Five of Cups. Seeing things from a different perspective is what I was asking from the beginning is, what are you always focusing on? Are you focusing on the three spilled cups, or are you focusing on the two cups there? Both these are focusing on the three spilled cups. And if you're focusing on those three spilled cups, why are you doing that? What's in those cups? What happened? Why are they spilt? Justice. We have Justice again. We have Justice twice. So up here, Justice can represent Libra. It can represent balance. It can represent give and take. It can represent things starting to happen, things falling in your favor, things coming out that are the best for you. But I also feel like this, for some reason, I feel like this Justice card represents that you looking at those actions that you're doing, right? What is your part of the scale? I feel like you have one side of the scale, the person has the other part of the scale, right? You're feeling one scale, that person's feeling that scale. Or that situation, whatever this is, long-term thing that you have lost interest in, or you can't find the positivity in it. But what are you filling your side of the scale with? I do feel that when you recognize what this 3 spilled cups is, and you see things from a different perspective, and you recognize what it is that you're focusing in on and why you're feeling this way and the energies that you're putting out, things start to turn around for you, right? Because you're just like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to take responsibility for the energies or the lack of energies that I'm putting into the relationship. And then I also feel that by doing that, things start to happen and it turns the relationship around, right? That you're able to get back to the relationship and that it helps the relationship to grow. I feel like there was some sort of deception within yourself in this relationship, and that, you know, you were fooling yourself, and that you weren't taking responsibility for your part in it. And maybe you were saying if there was a situation that happened between you and this other person, and you said that you were fine and you had moved on from it, but you really hadn't. There was a part of you that hadn't. And you're like, no, I'm fine. So then the other person was thinking, okay, you're fine because you said you are. I asked you and you said you were, but you really weren't. Or maybe it's that deception of that you wanted to leave the relationship, or that you wanted the relationship to be over, but then in reality you're like, you know what, now that I've realized what these 3 cups are, and I realized what's going on, that maybe you decide that you want to work on it, that you want to figure it out, because then it restores your hope. And then we have the 2 of Cups, and then bottom of the deck we have the 9 of Wands, which is hang in there, right? Don't give up, hang in there. If you feel that it's something worth fighting for, is to hang in there. Relationships constantly have those ups and downs, right? We have those moments where it's really great. We have those moments where it's kind of boring. We have those moments where there's disagreements, and then there's those moments where there's like fights. And then you start to question things, and then it's just like there's all of these ups and downs, but it's like, it's with any type of relationship. It's with family members, it's with friends, it's with people from work, you know, business people, it's with partnerships. Relationships are very hard, and they have that up and down. And the grass is not necessarily greener on the other side. And it's in those times that are tough and times that you're struggling, it shows the core of the relationship as to how strong it is, and the reality of how you truly feel about the relationship. And is it something that you want to fight for? Is it something that you want to pursue? Is it something that you want in the future? Is it something that you want to work on? And maybe that's what you just need to think about, and that's what you need to look at, is do I want to fight for this relationship, or do I want to let it go? And those are tough questions that you have to ask yourself, and I feel like that's why this is he's kind of standing there and he's thinking, well, what do I want with this relationship? Where do I see this going? What do I want to put my effort and energy into it, and my hope and my dreams, or do I not? But that's totally up to you. But you have to hang in there and have that clarity on the direction that you want to go in, so that whatever choice that you make, that's the one that you want to stick through, that there's no deception in it, that you're true about your intentions and your feelings. All right, so let's get a Star Dragons. We have resources. What are those resources that you have? Kind of looking at all of those things that you have, looking at over everything that's gone on within the relationship, right? Looking at those pictures, looking at those times that you were together. Maybe it's resources as far as counseling, right? Is there some counseling that needs to be happening? What are those other things that you have that can help you to get through this? And then let's pull a animal oracle. Wombat spirit, be at home. Being comfortable in your own skin. That's where you have to start, is that you have to be comfortable with you, in your own skin, with your own choices, what it is that you want to go after, what it is that you want to work on, what it is that you want to pursue. You have to be comfortable with yourself before you can be comfortable with someone else. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.